What's up? Welcome to today's video. My name's Leah. I am a Tarot and Oracle collective divinator. Right now, at least, one day I would eventually be selling different readings that you can do in terms of personal readings. But that is a huge step for me. But one day, it'd be really fun to support other people that way. Right now, though, we are doing a group collective pick a card reading this time. And we're going to be going into what is your current energy when it comes to love. How are you when it comes to getting your needs met? And then how are you getting your wants met? Are you able to flow easily with getting your needs met? And then also, are you able to flow easily getting your wants met? Yeah. We're really emphasizing, though, today I'm being told to emphasize on your needs, on understanding when it comes to how you can control yourself when you're like out and about in different environments is really important to keep in mind and be aware of. There's something about how you controlling your emotional embodiment and allowing yourself to feel safe within yourself as you go about some chaotic environments, where it's something of getting your needs met, but it's something where it's you are struggling a bit in these different areas. And they are pinpointing to love, the energy of it. Yeah, it's really honing in on environments that could uplift you, but choose not to. Okay, so we got 3 piles, 1, 2, 3. You're more so going to just choose a number. Whatever number really vibes, gives you those spidey senses, you know, the tinglies. But if you need, we'll do some visual. This is pile 1. Pile 1. This is pile 2. I didn't mean to look. Pile 2. And then this is pile 3. Last but not least, you ain't least. We're all equal here. Pile 3, pile 3. Okay. So when you decided on your pile, and you can do all of them, you can do 2 of them, 1 of them, however many you want. You could come back, see if the checkup is correct, you know. If it is, let me know, actually, because that's pretty cool when actually things do happen where it's like, yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, confirmation. I'm so happy for you. Yay. Okay, so we'll start with pile 1. At 333, hello, pile 1, 333. You are definitely on some understanding when it comes to your needs of the foundation. Oh my gosh. Hold on. You're coming to some understanding, pile 3, on the foundational needs that you need when it comes to love, and you being able to feel like it is love and not you, how would I put it? Fitting yourself in a box in order to receive the love from those that you are connected to with love. And I don't know why, pile 1, but like I'm totally getting some visual of like a romance story kind of scene where it's like you're at this cafe and you're like in a really warm environment, but outside's really cold. It's kind of wintry, I don't know. But it's like some kind of scene where it's you in your element, but in a way where you are able to emphasize on your unique qualities of beauty, I'm getting. And this makes you stand out in ways, I don't know, that somehow align you with people that really boost you in ways that currently you're getting out of. Okay, so the people that you're around when it comes to love, yes, it is love, but it's love in a place where I'm getting not emphasizing on who you are in the personal sense, where they could if they wanted to, but they don't. And there's something about you choosing to realize that you can go to like a different environment, like a cafe, for instance, and vibe out in a way where you are presenting yourself in like your cafe self, if you will, your cafe persona, because yeah, there's something about that where it's like, if you don't feel the support at your home base of like whoever it is that you're like living with, okay, I don't know why pile one, but it's something about you putting on some kind of, if you will, like emphasis of who you are as an individual and going out to these public places. And it's really interesting because it's you getting yourself out there in ways where it's like more so comfortable. And I'm getting it's like you're able to really, really be yourself in ways that you haven't been in a minute because of these different people, different, I don't know, yeah, like influences that you have at your home, in your place where you're like staying at the current moment. Because I don't know, also I'm getting pushed that you feel like more so ready to transition and move to a different environment, to a different place, a different even like city, state, country. And there's something about you going out and doing these different things, the experiences that happen for you will really help you understand what you want when it comes to your next move. Okay, so let's get in the reading a bit more. Okay, so we have 3 cards. We have the past, we have or previous energy that you have been like working at with love, that you are like, it's something about you've realized something in terms of love within yourself that you didn't before, and it's like you finalized that. And then we have in the middle the kind of energy of love that you are working with now, the like lesson that came from the previous that you still need to work through within yourself and understanding, because I'm getting it's like something about how you value your own worth when it comes to the love you receive from others. Is it building you up enough? Is it pushing you back down? In essence of your own self-expression. Okay, and in the future, this card is the card for what is to come when it comes to right now in the present, what you do in terms of handling the lesson that you need to do or need to learn with love. Okay, so let's get into it. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we have ritual for the past. Ritual, a routine that you would do like once in a while. It's not like every single moment, but this is some kind of routine with an intention, an honor, more like an honorship, where I'm getting it's like when you feel a certain way, right? I'm getting something about how it's like a ritual involving your embodiment of emotions. If you feel when you're going like out and about and handling matter with people, where your embodiment, your emotional embodiment kind of gets into some kind of turmoil sort of embodiment, and you start to feel stressed out, you start to feel like the environment itself is overtaking you in your peace in the moment. There's something about this ritual allows you to really breathe out and ground out the energies that you feel from within in that moment. Okay, So that's something really interesting, is it's like this very in the moment ritual honoring your emotional embodiment. And there's something about how to remind you and I that love is the very, very basic form of any and all emotion, and it kind of grows from there. Even fear, if you really get down to the root of why fear's there, it is protecting something that it loves, which it's you. Fear loves you, okay? And fear is something that is a very, very it's an emotion that you really need patience in working with through you, right? It's something where you're going to, because I guess that's something that needs to come out right now. Pile one is really working with your fear and really understanding and loving your fear itself, the whole feeling of it when it arises. I'm seeing a sweet little chickadee bird out in the tree. Oh my gosh. But it's something about where it's part of you yearning to trust yourself in a way where it's uncomfortable and is necessary in order for you to experience, I'm getting some kind of love that is like an appreciation for yourself in ways where looking back, you'll be very proud of yourself that you committed and dedicated towards understanding. Okay, so in the present, we have this card. Let me see it. Truth. Ooh, okay, so the truth will come. Oh my gosh, it like literally landed upside down. So I guess yet to come. Okay, yet to come. Wow, does that just sound a little naughty? Yeah, a little bit to me, but I'm also very up there all over the place. So if it's not naughty to you, don't take it, okay? It did not mean to be though. I didn't mean to be it naughty. I didn't mean this, man, whatever. Anyway. Truth. When I pulled it though, it was right side up. But I do want to shuffle from the deck to see what it is that still needs to be revealed in essence of fear. And I did peek over at Future and Hierarchy came out. One thing that came out, pile one, is inferiority complex. Man, it's that word. No, it's those two words. It's some kind, ooh, oh my gosh, my throat chakra is like, no. Okay, fine. All right, here it is. It's some kind of fear that is telling you to be less than, and it's in areas where if you were really proud of yourself, and that, think of the pride as people from the stands cheering you on, how that gives you a boost of confidence, that cheering yourself on, it's that like, yeah, so the whole appreciating your fear, there's something about how it's like some kind of belief that makes you feel like if you at all appreciate your fear, like there's something wrong with you, or like you can't appreciate your fear no matter what, like fear mongering from some past conditioning of someone else, like convincing you that fear mongering is love and it's not. And this is something where it's like you needing to understand what it is of fear within you so that you can love it and release it in the moment when you recognize it. Because there's something of allowing yourself to trust that even if you do feel that fear rise up, you're still like mindfully aware enough to be in control and be aware that you do feel the fear. there's something about just being aware is a power in itself, and allowing yourself to really listen to yourself more often. And this is something where it's like you're gonna feel a lot more pride when you save yourself time from making those kind of habitual behavioral patterns that kind of remind you of the past that's happening in the now. That's like, okay, wait a minute, this totally happened, this similar interaction happened with another person, but it like brought out this embodiment. So it's something about you honoring the embodiment itself. The fear itself is allowing you to be able to like power up your own confidence, powers up your own trust. It really emphasizes more than anything with the future, the hierarchy. This could emphasize on your place in the world, how you have a vibrational like embodiment. You like vibrate a certain vibration out in the world. In this, it's like the more that you love the fear, you're honoring yourself. It's like you're holding yourself dear in the moment, allows you to really reinstate your own authentic place, your own authentic footprint in like, I don't know, like life and existence. Because it's something about you living life in a way where it's like authentic. And this also means being aware and being mindful of how you feel when you interact with people, especially when it comes to loved ones as well. Being aware that, yeah, there might be certain loved ones that are like interacting not so nicely, if you will. And there's something about needing to, yeah, I don't know, like needing to understand what's up when it comes to how much to like take on with these interactions. Yeah, I don't know, because this is like something where it's like trusting yourself is really needed, pile one. And that's really important too, because trusting yourself is like a superpower when it comes to decision makings, I guess, and like how quickly you want to act on you and your like dreams and like what you want to do with your future, like just you as an individual. And it's like releasing everyone and everyone else, anyone and everyone else. Okay, like literally all outside influence is now free from you. Okay, past and future, you're released of any and all responsibility of being anyone else besides who you really are. Okay, Pawan? Here we go. We're all transmuted with meta too. All right, with your consent, of course. But yeah, so we have vows is the card. It's something about like there's some kind of, oh, okay, that did pop up. Okay, contract, all right, with yourself though. Ooh, like a contract, a vow, like a way to really, okay, this might be it. Ooh, did you feel that release in your throat chakra? I mean, you heard it right here, folks. That burp is for all of us together. And if you're wondering the smell, I don't really smell any. I do have a candle right beside me, so it's a wonderful smell anyway, so no matter what. Anyway, but the vows is really talking about with your past and future selves to be there for yourself in a way where it's like really loving yourself in the moment, taking ownership and taking awareness when you do start to feel uncomfortable and maybe fearful in certain situations, where it is about like your loved ones specifically, and setting emotional boundaries with yourself more than anything else as you go through this, knowing that this is for the growth for your future, to be like a stronger connection, to a safer connection with others, with yourself, so that you'll start to feel a lot better about like the decisions that you make, in the people that are around you. Know that you are able to, if you want to, separate from those around you, and put yourself first. It will be hard sometimes, like it's not easy, but there are times where you do have to sacrifice, and it's more so sacrificing what is outside of you, so that you can find more of who you are inside, because there's a lot of, I'm getting Pal 1 influence outside of you that's really giving you a lot of unnecessary chaotic energy to deal with, a lot of unnecessary distractions that really heed your progress in your development with love. I don't know if I said that, man. So yeah, it's kind of like getting a little bit more serious, Pal 1. That's all right, because when it's something about, first you need to get serious and then you can get silly. Yeah, so like, for instance, if you're in a vehicle, if you're in a car, first you need to buckle up, and then we can crank up the radio and like go on the interstate and go like 85, 90, la la la, you know what I mean? Like, you know, of the speed limit and everything. But there's something about how with this whole exchanging with others when it comes to love, I'm getting in different interactions, it's been uncomfortable and it's been very chaotic for you to understand what you need in the moment. In those times, I'm getting when it comes to disagreements with your loved ones, and how it would take you forever to like drop the issue, because there's something where it's like you are someone who cares a lot about what just happened. Like you really care about different interactions, and that's totally amazing. Like it's amazing to care when it comes to how the interaction affected everyone. But there's really very much so focus on yourself in those different interactions that you have gone through recently, and really thinking about in the present moment, what do you need from those interactions that you didn't get that would support you in the future if those interactions came into play. So this is like, I guess I'm being pulled into the whole, if you still have any emotional ties to these past events that you went through, it's really important to like mentally visualize letting go of these different past events as if it's like a physical cord. Like it's, I don't have a cord, but it's like, for instance, this like packet, all right? This is the present, this is the past, all right? And with the like with yourself, more than anything, your emotional embodiment, it is in the present and the past. And so with these interactions that are very similar to the past, that you're like, it's the emotional embodiment itself that's reminding you, and it's like making you think. So what really is to happen is to break free. And it's something about forgiving, releasing, untying. It's like, imagine like a knot, and you're just untying the knot, and your past self and your future self are the ones doing it, where your present self is. And you have like bows, really cute bows, you know, you have like a sailor's knot, I don't know, like you have some kind of cool knot, right, wherever you feel like it is. And with throat chakra coming out, maybe it is you have some past emotional ties that you can untie right now. And so when you forgive this in the now, you're able to do a lot more in the future where you won't have those emotional ties that will pull you back to the past. What just popped into my mind is like, I don't even know how to explain it because it's just so odd, but it's just like someone pulling on another person who has like this leash around themselves, and the other person is like pulling this person back. That's kind of what it is like Pile 1. The past can really pull you back in different ways, where working in the present moment with yourself, reminding yourself you're safe, and loving and appreciating your fear, and saying thank you so much for coming up, because you are so important to come up. You are so important of yourself, like in of yourself, and there's a reason why you came up. I am ready to listen. And there's something about when you forgive the fear is when you're able to listen to yourself a lot easier, because the fear is like part of you. It's like something where it's like needing to be free, needing to be out of the cage, if you will, since it's some kind of like another part of you that would more than anything like show you like where you need to go in the future when it comes to this fear, because it's like some kind of manifestation of what you want and desire, but it's something of needing to understand this fear in essence of what you need from the fear, and also what the fear needs from you, in order for you to like act a different way. Yeah, it's like something about you acting or choosing to act in a different way when your fear comes up is really going to show you how you're like really in control of your life in the moment in ways where you're like really impressed. Sweet. So that's your reading, Pile 1. I'll see you in another video. If you want, you can check out the other piles if you want. And yeah, I hope that it really helped. Yeah, love is so fun. It's also really, really an important part of something that can really help you feel whole inside. Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello Pile 2. Hi, how are you? All right, so we are going to go into your pile, and we are going to see what's up. We're gonna do past, present, and future. For this is the past, this is the present, this is the future, for your love. The energy check up for your love. Yeah, to align with your true love, if you dare so wish. And if not, just like aligning with someone that would make you just like every day you're like, there's nothing about you that I don't like. I like everything about you. We have creation in the past. So Pile 2, you definitely have put forth some type of action when it comes to your desires and love. Enough where it's like the creation itself of the actions on the desire has formed in the past, okay? In the past. So definitely some kind of, yeah, I'm getting like some kind of, if you will, in the tarot, the death card, where it's about transformation, some kind of transformation when it comes to understanding. I'm getting your ego and how your ego is involved with the action part of working on your desires. We have games in the present. And then we have the gospel in the future. Okay. So right now in the present, you are more so, work in the field. No, work in the field. What? Work in the field? Walk in the field. Walk in the field? Work in the field. That's so... Okay, I don't know why I said that, but... Okay. With the games that came out, what came out in my mind in the whole, like, third eye was the baseball field. There's something about how you are really hot, okay? Ooh, okay. You are really, really hot, pile two. And it's something where it's like, from the whole respect that you have for yourself, when it comes to honoring how far you have taken yourself, in essence of working on your own with love. Okay. We have intimacy, sacred convergence, sweet souls rising, and let the feminine lead the way. So definitely with your more so way of handling your own emotional embodiment, you've really leveled up when it comes to being in control in situations where you might be feeling a bit more on the shy side, because I'm getting like you're so close to some kind of prize that you haven't been that close to in a minute, or like you haven't been, how would I put it? You haven't been, oh, it's right there. You have only been like from a distance, really. And you're like really close. I'm getting there's something about pile two. You're really close to this happening in the now, and it's like super interesting where it's like you embracing your feminine self in the now, right now. Sweet soul rising, embracing your feminine self in the now. And I'm getting like something about if you are like trying to align with your divine self, your divine feminine self, but nonetheless your feminine authentic embodiment, there's something about how it's like going to really emphasize on different areas that you need right now to satisfy yourself with, how would I put it, different areas where you need to satisfy yourself. In these different areas, I'm getting, will really emphasize more of you already fulfilling a lot of what you desired. And it's through that connection with yourself. It's through that listening with yourself. When you listen to yourself a lot more when it comes to satisfying your emotional embodiment in the now, you're really aligning yourself in ways where it's satisfying you like none other. Like none other. Ooh, your inner child. Okay? Something about how it's like satisfying, yeah, your inner child self. And this really emphasizes in terms of attracting in more of what you want, because you have your needs met. And I'm getting that when you have your needs met, you will also be able to attract in more of what you want. Because it's like your needs are the foundation of what you can build your like dream house on, if you will, or like build whatever dream, whatever you want on the foundation. So it's like you get your needs met when it comes to love, right? Now you can go up a step up and get your desires met, right? Over time though, like Tetris, you know? Tetris is like such a fun game for me, y'all. I love Tetris. Okay, we have Shakti. We have she is the moon and loving all that is. Okay, pile 2. So really, really looking at yourself in essence of, what are you missing? Okay, what are you missing when it comes to passion? Now, this passion is more so passion connecting you with your inner child. In my mind, I just got cooking and baking, something in terms of action outside of you that connects to your younger self, that allows your younger self to feel that more so in the moment decision to focus on the inner self, to focus on the younger self, to focus on the self that you used to do different things and now you're doing those things again, and it's really satisfying you in ways where it's like loving and appreciating yourself. And this really emphasizes in terms of the whole in the moment, what you vibrate outside of you or what you emanate in terms of shining outside of you, how the outside will see it, and then, you know, the outside will be reflected back to you in terms of what is attracting to you. So you're like projecting out your desires, you're like, I don't know, sending them out, right? And when you forgive yourself of any past emotional ties, any past emotional responsibilities, decisions, beliefs, vows, anything like that, when it comes to it in the past and the future, when you release them, forgive them in the present moment, it really allows you in the present moment to reinstate where you're at now, and it allows that those ties, those energies to be free and you be free of it. Thus, you're gonna feel a lot more like weightless, and it's going to be a lot more easier for you to flow with what you want, because I'm getting pile 2, these ties are really like, it's like pulling you back to the past ways of mentally taking action in the moment as you did in the past. So there's something about how in the now, how you take action is what really matters in terms of what the future will be. We have fire and ice. So in times when you feel very much so passionate, and you like want to respond in certain emotional responses, there's something about allowing yourself to cool yourself down, like cool the jets, if you will, so that you can make those different types of in the moment decisions that you will feel a lot more, I don't know, like you understand what you need to be doing in those moments. Because in the moments when it comes to chaos, everyone is a student, and we are all learning from our own actions and our own behaviors and our own beliefs that rise up in those moments of how do you want to react, and how you react, how you respond will also show you kind of what you're going to get in terms of what you put into that chaotic moment in life, if you will. Because there's like everyone is experiencing the moment in so many different ways, and there's something about if you're able to love yourself truly, like you yourself, and focus on that love for yourself in that moment, it's going to be able to show you like a path that will lead you to a future where you have more moments where you're like going to appreciate yourself more and like love yourself more and be able to focus on you more. the spaces between the words. And intimacy came out before, but it like popped out. Yeah, so there's something about what isn't said, but what is, I don't know how else to say it, like the actions that happen when you don't say anything. And it's like the embodiments that you feel from those actions of you not saying something, but it's like the moments between saying something. And that's what really reveals the truth behind whatever is being said. That's what will reveal the whole pattern of behavior, if you will, when it comes to the test of time and truly understanding someone else and what they're giving you. Also, I'm getting as well. Okay, we have 4 more cards, and then we're gonna wrap your pile up. Pile 2. I'm also gonna see. Okay. La 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 la. All right, so we have man of the earth, woman of the sky. We have woman of the light, or woman of light. The cloak and dagger. And then guardian of the soul family. Okay, let me show you it. Okay, so pile 2. This is definitely revealing about what you do in the now shapes the future in turn of what the future is. There's something about allowing yourself to feel the appreciation of just existing and trying to focus on that when it comes to matters specifically related around love and those different difficult, chaotic experiences with other individuals, where it's like the whole unconditional love. There's something about needing to allow yourself to love yourself first and then give to others. And also something where it's like encouraging others to give to themselves first and allowing them to really focus on themselves before they would focus on you too. If there is something in relation to other people being more of a caregiver themselves as well, and they like really want to take care of you, and it's something where you notice where it's like they don't really focus on themselves, and it's something where it's like you being able to focus on yourself and figure out how to do that for yourself will help in relation to others being able to focus on themselves, that will support themselves. And it won't be so like you telling someone how to do something, like, I don't know, like it's like school, and like I know not everyone likes school, all right? I love school, but it's like not really a lesson. It's more so something they want, because really this will support everyone when everyone can focus on themselves in a way where it's supporting themselves and loving who they are in the moment, and being able to forgive when it comes to different interactions in the past that might still tie one back from preventing one to be open to meeting other people that would really allow themselves to really see who they are in different ways, because these people light up said person in different ways, really emphasizing, enhancing the authentic beauty of their personality. Whoa. Okay, pile 2. That is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in another reading. You can check out the other piles. Yeah, check out the other collective videos. They're cool. I mean, they're cool for me, but you have to check it out in order to also verify if they're cool. You don't have to though. Okay, I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Pile 3. Pile 3, you might want to go check out pile 2 since that popped up, but I also just was from pile 2, so I don't know. Welcome. We're going to be doing your past, present, and future when it comes to love. And we'll get into it. This is your past. We have Night Woman. Night Women. You are present. We have escape. And then your future, we have the masculine. Okay, so there is something about, I'm getting pile 3, okay? Really working with your feminine essence, your feminine energy when it comes to the whole love and being in relation with another. Everyone in essence of human beings have energy that is related to feminine and masculine energies. It's like a way where it's the energy holds itself in a vibration that, with it being the feminine, would be more flowing, an essence of a natural follow that would be more individual, like intuitive, that you would more so feel from within. And then the masculine would be more so outside with actions, with more how you present yourself to others. And I'm getting that why is this coming up? This is something about understanding yourself as to how you present yourself when it comes to the interactions involving your, if you will, partner. Now, if you are single, this would be something of how you want to interact with your partner in the future. And I'm getting that there's really, because with the future being the masculine, there's something about you figuring out your own masculine, like, how would I put it? As, like, let's see. Your masculine embodiment itself needs certain things in order for you in the moment to feel that support, like your masculine is balanced. And then your feminine also. But I'm getting really pushed to just focus on the masculine, because it's something about the more that you figure out your own masculine essence, and then what it needs, then that will be easier also for you to figure out who it is that is more for you, from the embodiments that you are in when you're around whoever. All right, so we have in the past night women, all right, allowing yourself to truly go within when it comes to what, more so than anything, how would I say this, in the light of the day, right? You have these interactions, and I'm getting at the nighttime, in the nighttime, there's something about how it's focusing on your feeling state in the moment, at nighttime, during that said day, that said night. There's something about pile 3 where it's embracing and trusting what is revealed to you, even as fear arises, even as subjects of fear arises, where you're like coming up with things and you're like, I did not realize that. Because it's something of like, you go through these different experiences in the daytime, and it's like different stressful experiences, and then during the nighttime you really have time to focus on really understanding why was it so stressful. And I'm getting that you come up with very surprising results of what is revealed that you didn't see in the light time. And there's something about working with yourself and releasing any judgments and really accepting what comes up as what needs to come up, and like it deserves its own place and space of truth, because it is like more of what is true in terms of for you. And so I'm getting pile 3 that when it comes to love and everything, in the past you've really realized a lot of what you need from, and this is like what you need essentially to put up boundaries so that your feminine embodiment during the day-to-day won't be affected so much when it comes to outside chaos and how others choose to be. With that being said, we're going to go to the present, escape. All right, so there's something about the need to escape that is coming up. Now I'm getting told to kind of like halt when it comes to making any outside action, traction, allowing yourself to really sit, if you're able to, also if you're like in a safe place. Now, if you need to escape because you really are not safe, then totally listen to yourself and follow your intuition and, get to a safe place. But I'm getting that this escape is understanding, why do you want to escape in the first place? Why is it that this is coming up? There's something about how what will come up will show you a very, very important like key that will open a lot of different doors that you didn't realize were doors for you to open up. And the future would be the masculine. It's something about the more doors that you open up with this key. And I'm getting that the key has to do with, the key has to do with when you want to escape in the moment, in those day-to-day interactions where it's like you feel like your feminine embodiment is really needing emotional boundaries. There's something about how it's like you're going to see yourself in a way taking over control. And these emotional boundaries is you taking over control, where it's like you're not letting the outside environment control you. You're letting yourself take over control of what you need to take over so that you can get to a place of peace and prosperity, so that you can get to a place where you are more balanced within. Your feminine embodiment in the moment is more balanced within. Okay, so let's see what else we can come up with, pile 3. So definitely focusing on understanding that you don't need to escape when it comes to these different, I'm getting interactions as much, because there's something about how you've worked on these emotional boundaries. It is in the past, so it is kind of like you've reinstated some different beliefs when it comes to if a certain person is if a certain person is acting a certain way and you feel a certain way around this person, and it's happening more and more, there's something about listening to yourself when it comes to how to take action in the future. And it's like from a place where it's really, really controlled. It's like you know what to do in the moment, where you're able to control yourself, where it's like not a lot of emotional outbursts, but more so going within when you feel like you want to have those emotional outbursts, and allowing yourself to separate from the outside source. Okay, we have fire and ice, we have rings of time, and we have the light field. Fire and ice for night women. So the emotional boundaries is really boundaries allowing you to cool your jets, cool your engines when you want to like get the heck out of town, get out of Dodge, pedal to the metal. The escape is Rings of Earth. Rings of Earth. Rings of Earth. You know, maybe, you know. I don't know. Anyway, Rings of Time, right? So this is something about when you feel that urge, pile 3, to really escape. There's something where it's, in the past, you would escape in a certain way. Now it's something of confronting in a way where it's like you have yourself cooled down and then you kind of confront it, where it's not like in the moment when you feel super passionately like fired up. It's more so when you've really calmed and cooled your jets, found a way to separate so that you get to a point where you're in control of whatever it is that you choose to do instead of being influenced by the past, because the situation is very similar to past situations where it didn't really go your way, where you really felt like you had your power taken from you, where you left feeling worse than when you came into the interaction. Okay? And then in the future, the masculine is the light field. Interesting. Was it your pile? Or was it the other pile? I'm working. Oh my gosh. I think it was the other pile. I think it was pile 2 or pile 1. I don't know. It was weird. It was work in the field, okay, was what came out, and I was like, what does that even mean? But the light field, so you might need to check out pile 2, because like I randomly said that, and I was more so insinuating for pile 2 like a game, like a baseball field, and there's something about like playing the field. So I don't know if that has to do in relation where in the future you're going to have a lot of more interactions with different, if you will, I'm getting people who are more so presenting on the masculine side in the light of the day, or like in the interactions. It's something about how I'm getting something where it's like you're able to control the situation where before people with really dominating energy would be controlling the situation, and then you would have your emotional embodiment be kind of like sabotaged, if you will, because there'd be like emotional outbursts that would happen. Now you're very cool, calm, and collected. And so in the future, pile 3, it's going to be really interesting for you to experience like a lot more of a mature way of responding to people who present themselves as more of the kind of like domineering side of the masculine. And it's something about how it's like I'm getting that the people that you would be interacting with more so are going to be in awe of the incredible, like, I don't know, like connection that you have with yourself, where it shows that it's like an honor to be in your presence. And it's going to be very interesting, pile 3, because you're going to really see people admiring you for how you've really appreciated and handled your own through the journey, really, of emotional boundaries. And it's a lot of work, all right, and job well done, especially if no one's ever really told you thank you for working on emotional boundaries and putting in the hard work, because like the energy that you really project out in any second, in any moment, is really important for the energy of the world. And yeah, the more that you're able to really project from a balanced state of within your masculine and feminine emotional energy specifically, the more that you are able to really show and present to the world who you are and what you know. And so that's going to really, really radiate in terms of other people seeing you in your own state, and you having people that you haven't really had a lot of interactions with before. It's like people who are really emotionally mature themselves, and they know how to handle their own feminine and masculine embodiments. And there's something about how them handling their masculine and feminine embodiments is also something where you will be able to pick up different tips and tricks that you didn't kind of put together, that you're like, ooh, okay. And so I'm getting pile 3 that you're going to really gain more and more momentum and understanding how to really like embody that balance wherever you go, in any situation, with any type of person that you meet. Because the more that you're able to know yourself, the more you're able to get to know other people in a way where it's a lot more comfortable. And the more comfortable that you are within yourself, the more that you're able to also help others meet someone who is like a balanced person inside, within. And you might be someone that they like rarely ever get to meet. Like you might be someone really special, because usually people in their life would be really unbalanced, and they would probably be taking advantage of them. And so they're like, whoa, you're not taking advantage of me? This is a little weird. And you're like, I know, me too. But there's something about how you're really like, I'm getting also admired for this as well, from those around you, and also in the future, in terms of those that will interact with you in the future. Because yeah, you are absolutely sensational, my love, like sensational. Like, yeah, absolutely. There is no one like you, okay? Let's not forget. All right, so that is going to be your reading, pile 3. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to check out the other piles, by all means, feel free. Check out pile 2 specifically if you do want to check it out. Okay, because there might be some really cool messages in there for you. Until next time, I hope that life treats you well, and I also hope that you treat yourself even better. You know, I hope you're able to give yourself a little hug of love and appreciation for just existing. And thank you so much for all that you do, all right? Because you do so much for the world, especially by just existing. Yes, thank you. Like, seriously, all right? So I hope that this reading has really helped and supported you in your matter of whatever is happening in your life. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.